This is Brent of the Brookbush Institute at the Independent Training Spot, and in this video we're going over external rotator taping, or that is taping to reinforce the external rotator activation that we've done within a session. Now, individuals who may benefit from this technique are those with upper body dysfunction. So if we're doing the overhead squat assessment, that would be arms fall forward or shoulders elevate. But more specifically, this is going to relate to glenohumeral dysfunction and limitations or an inability to control rotation of the glenohumeral joint. I'm going to have my friend Jordan come out. He's going to help me demonstrate this technique. I think you guys will find that this technique is actually fairly simple. I have seen some more complicated external rotator tapings on video and in different educational platforms where they split the tape and one goes along the inferior board or the spine of the scapula and the other one goes along the infraspinatus. But all in all, one piece of tape like this generally does the trick. So, a couple little tips. You're going to take your anchor, get about 3 centimeters there, and you're going to put it right over the front of the anterior delt. I'm going to have Jordan go ahead and assume chest out, thumbs out posture. All right, so that's one of our external rotator activation exercises. I'm going to put him in a maximally shortened position here. I'm then going to find the spine of his scapula, find that inferior border, and that's where my tape's going to go. The only other thing you have to remember is that you're going to have to put a little tension in the tape as you go around the deltoid, because, I guess technically speaking here, because his deltoid is round this way, the bottom portion of the tape actually has to be longer than the top portion of the tape. If you try to use just tape off tension, you'll get wrinkles. So you got to put just a little tension in the tape around the deltoid, and then once you get to the spine of the scapula, you can just go straight across. And that's it. Really simple taping here. You can go ahead and put your arms down, Jordan. Tell me how that feels.
That feels awesome.
Good. And you guys can see, just by the way this tape is aligned, it helps keep his arm turned out just a little bit. He keeps out of this static posture. And our hope kind of is that this aggravation, this little bit of tension he feels in the skin every time he goes this way, will give him a little signal to stimulate his external rotators, all right, which is going to increase that activity for days after he's had a session with me, which is great. That enhances my carryover quite a bit. I'm going to show you again on his other side. Let's go ahead and switch sides here. Once again, about 3 centimeters, chest out, thumbs out position. Thank you, Jordan. You got this down pat. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put my anchor right over his anterior delt. No tension in that, just right over his anterior delt. I'm going to go ahead and put some tension in the tape to make sure that I don't have wrinkles. And the only reason I'm doing that is because his deltoids are a bit spherical. And then as I get back to the spine of his scapula, I can just use tape off tension. All right. Since I'm doing both sides and I kind of want equal input, I'd want them a little bit more even than this. Unfortunately, I'm kind of coming from the side, guys, so that you guys can see this, and this isn't even. I might redo this side, but Jordan can go ahead and put his arms down. I'm going to have him do a bit of a turn for you here so you can see I literally just have it from the anterior deltoid wrapped around in a straight line along the spine of his scapula. This taping works wonderfully to keep people out of that internally rotated position, which is going to help, this position facilitates a short and overactive subscapularis and inhibited external rotators. By getting them back here, I improve stability by getting his external rotators in a more optimal length tension relationship. Thank you, Jordan. Guys, easy technique, maybe one of the first ones you try. Outside of the fact that you got to get somebody in at least a tank top to apply that technique, Very easy thing to do just about anywhere. Remember, I use these techniques, these taping techniques, to reinforce exercise. I don't anticipate taping alone to have that large of an effect. This works a lot better if you'll release, lengthen, mobilize when appropriate, activate, integrate, and then follow up with taping to improve your carryover from session to session. And of course, improved carryover means fewer sessions, people get better faster. I look forward to hearing how you're using this technique and what outcomes you're getting. Talk to you soon.